Hey, Ronnie. So we got an Aussie in the room too. So he's right here.
You found yourself down in my part of the world, mate. Well done.
I'm under your part of the world.
I was going to say, and you have to call in there for all the wrong reasons, mate. But you're going to be pulling into the right part of the country to get the help you need, I reckon. Good time of the
Hobart's a good spot. I've been to Hobart a few times. Hobart's a good spot.
Yeah, and especially turning up there this time of year, the end of the Sydney to Hobart, you'll be in safe hands.
I'll be there right after, like 3 days after.
Yeah. So some of the slower boats will still be making their way in. It'll be a good party.
I'll be there a couple of days after the party, which is good because we need to get to work. So
Yeah. Well, mate,
we're not there. We don't get to party till March.
So is it feeling warm down there then?
No, it's not warm. I'm not wearing it because it's warm.
I was going to say you're closer to Antarctica than you are Australia.
Yeah, yes and no, but it's chilly for sure. It's chilly for sure. It actually changes more than you would think because you get the depressions, the cold fronts and the warm fronts. It's actually quite surprising how much the weather changes every day.
Yeah. Well, mate, keep plugging, and I hope you get everything you need in Hobart, and enjoy a beer while you're down there. At least one.
Yeah, actually, I should grab a Shipyard for this interview.
Definitely.
You do know that this is an Australian boat, right?
Right.
Is it really?
Yeah. She was originally called Newcastle, Australia, but this boat was built in Australia.
Oh, well, I'd say that's why you're not having any problems, but let's move on.
Well, it's the sales, right? It's the
She wants to go home.
right.
Wow.
In fact, I've actually got an Australian Air Force sticker right there.
Awesome. I did a decade in the RAAF. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Well done. I got that exact same sticker on the back of my car in Maine.
Yeah. I got this from an Aussie guy in the race. So.
That's awesome. Well done. That's cool.
We're gonna open a Shipyard for this Zoom meeting.
Yeah, what time is it for you right now?
The time zone's all weird because I've kept my clock on England's time just because it makes everything easier with communications. So I'm 5 hours ahead of you. So 9:30 for you is like 2:30 p.m. for me.
Okay.
But in reality, it just got dark. So it just turned dark. But local time, it's the longest day of the year right now. It's about 9:30 at night here.
Okay, so it's a good time for a beer.
Yeah.
Shortest day of the year on this side of the world.
I strategically avoided winter again.
Fair.
Well, James is on from the UK. Hey, James.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm having problems with the video. It wouldn't connect through my laptop, so I'm trying to dial in through my phone, but for some reason it's not connecting to the camera.
Was it dark out? I'm just curious from a time zone.
No, it's light here. It's 2:30 UK time, so it gets dark around 3:34. But we're all charting your progress, Ronnie. Doing amazing.
Thank you. Good to hear your voice again.
Yeah, likewise. And have you still got some of your hams and stuff that you had on your packs that you were going to have for Christmas Day and Thanksgiving and a few shipyards?
Yeah, absolutely. I've still got my ham. I've still got some of it. I got a Shipyard right here I'm going to drink.
Yeah, good for you.
There's a lot of we're gaining followers and everybody's appreciating your video content, and you keeping you're bringing it to life as if they're sailing around the world. And then I saw this good-looking girl shopping in the store, so I went up to her, and it just happened to be your lovely maiden. I'll just call her, who's going to meet you in Australia. So she's.
I mistakenly crashed their party last night, picking up beer.
Which was great. So she's in the company photo, and we had a blast. We'll send you a copy of the photo, and she's excited to meet you down in Australia. So it's gonna be fun.
You could
Right?
you could like Photoshop me into the photo with the beard and everything.
That's a great idea. Yeah, we had Ben was on his a stool, so it was not really it was a perfect shipyard moment. There you go. Perfect shipyard moment.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ronnie.
Ronnie, how are you feeling? How's your health?
My health is good. I've probably lost a little bit of weight, just which is to be expected, but my health is good. I think the hardest part is the psychological aspects.
Your beard's looking good. You're looking very Christmassy. You'll be able to.
Looking very seasoned. Hey, I'm looking too Christmassy with all the white in my beard now.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty amazing what you're accomplishing, and we just wanted to say hi and wish you well, and whatever we can do on our end, keep reaching out. And it's the end of pumpkin season, so I'm wearing this in honor of this, everybody. And I know, is Pumpkinhead Pete still hanging in there with you?
Oh, I should get Pumpkinhead Pete out right now.
Yeah, he needs to say hi to everybody, because it's pretty much people are stocking up for the winter with Pumpkinhead, but it's towards the end of he'll be hiding with you around the globe
Yeah,
here.
he's a globetrotter.
Pumpkinhead Pete's a long way from home right now.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of exciting, but
But it's summer there, so now it's approaching his season.
right.
Southern hemisphere.
Oh, so it's not that he
Fall.
disappears; he just follows
It's
fall around the
endless
globe.
Pumpkinhead.
Oh my
Exactly.
God! What a missed opportunity! What have we been doing?
He's looking good.
The
Right.
Pumpkinhead Pete is kind of fragile, so I hide him away. I keep him backed up.
I'm kind of shocked to see it still has all of its features. That's impressive.
I mean, but you gave me one that got broken just in shipping. So
True.
He's been mostly packed away. He wouldn't survive if he wasn't packed away. So
He's developing his sea legs. That's all. He'll get better. But Ben's been doing. Ben, you want any thoughts on your teamwork on getting this thing up there? You guys are doing a good job bringing it to life.
It's going great. We appreciate all the updates. We just crossed over 500 subs this morning.
Whew, that's awesome.
So they're growing steadily every week, which is fantastic. We got a number of comments today on the sail, some technical stuff that was sort of beyond my ken, talking about the different materials in the lazy jacks and how they can be like saws and et cetera, et cetera. If you ever feel like you want to, like if you have time, and you want to get on and respond to some of these questions, we'd love that.
yeah, sweet. I can probably do some of that.
Yeah, so there's a couple questions on there, one about the lifeline and one about the sails and the lazy jacks, or comments, but they're bringing technical stuff up, which might be kind of interesting to respond to. So somebody's feeding back there, but it's going really well. And again, any kind of exciting B-roll that you can send us along with the dialogue is, well appreciated as well. And it's going great. Keep it up.
Ronnie, I've loved seeing the footage. It looks great. You're doing a great job. I know you're under a lot of duress, and to be able to capture whatever you can is just really hugely appreciated on our end. So congratulations for being able to do so much and still be able to get video.
Yeah,
thanks.
I would say the only thing that I'm seeing is that we do get a lot of questions from people just asking, like, how does he sleep? How does he do this? How does he do this? And I know we've covered some of those things before, but if you ever wanted to just capture a short video that's, that we won't edit as a 15 or 20-minute thing, but more as like a 2-minute, like, hey, it's Ronnie. I just wanted to show you guys how I eat. How do I make a bowl of soup, or hey, it's Ronnie. I just wanted to show you, this is the type of jackets I wear because it's cold as hell right now. And, it keeps my face warm. And this is the type of thing, just little vignettes into a day of being alone out on the ocean by yourself. I think those little hits of information would be very educational for some of the people who are asking us questions.
Yeah, I apologize. Ben's been asking me to do a little bit of that each week, and I apologize. I'll make a note to do something to shed light on what it's like to be out here, whether it's the eating, the sleeping, or anything else. So I'll try to get that in the next video.
Yeah,
is-
great, great. But we're loving everything you're getting, so it's awesome.
What is your
Thank you
sleeping
so much.
schedule, out of curiosity right now?
There's no like set sleeping schedule, but it is still more in line with just the natural sort of, when it's dark out, your body naturally wants to sleep more, and when it's daylight out, you know, you're more awake naturally, but that doesn't always coincide with what's going on or the weather. I mean, the weather kind of dictates all. So sometimes you have to do a big push all through the night and then just catch up the next day. But I've honestly had probably more sleep than I would have expected. And part of that's just because there's no shipping at all. Like there's nothing to hit. So unless you were to hit something floating in the water, which you wouldn't really be able to avoid anyways, I mean, there's like zero shipping. So when you're in Europe or when you're in the Atlantic or something like that, you have to keep an eye out for shipping all the time. So there's zero shipping. So unless there's like squalls or weather, you can kind of get sleep, you know?
Well, that's great. And you can tell me to butt out of your personal life, but with just a thumbs up or thumbs down, how is the mental health out there alone?
Very difficult, harder than I would have imagined, but like being alone in the middle of the Southern Indian Ocean and having problems with the boat.
Yeah.
Like I was repairing my mainsail multiple thousands of miles from land in any direction, except for like a couple tiny islands that are in the South, Indian Ocean, but there's nothing there. So, I mean, yeah, it's not always fun. It's honestly harder than I expected. It's a heavy mental weight that like, yeah, it's not forgiving of mistakes.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
So yeah, the mental health part is really the hardest part, I think, for sure.
Ronnie, I missed the top of this conversation. Are you definitely stopping in Hobart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a huge bummer for me. I mean, my competitive prospects go down significantly, whereas like right now we're still in a good position to win the race, but that's gonna be changing when I go into Hobart, because I'll be in port for at least 4 days plus losing time getting to and from Hobart. So yeah, it's a bummer, but it is what it is, you know?
Yeah. Needs
Well,
to be
it's
done.
still a long, long race. Lots of things can shift. We forget you're only 2 months in here, so you still got a ways to go.
Yeah, and the good thing is that I've got such a big lead over the people behind me that I can probably stop and re-enter the race and not really lose many positions. Even though I lose a lot of time, I won't lose a lot of positions. And then I can repass those guys. With the potential exception of the one Italian guy behind us that is on a quicker boat that's coming up from behind. But even him, I can be competitive with him. I mean, so we'll see how it all plays out. But there's still a lot of racing left. So, and Hobart's basically halfway. So,
Great.
How does it work
Really?
on in terms of any time penalties and things when you pull into Hobart?
the only penalty is that when you pull in, you have to spend at least 4 days in ports.
Right. So that's the penalty then. It puts you back in time.
Not many racers get their beautiful girlfriend to meet him in Australia though, so he's got to have a little bit of benefit, and a smart, beautiful one as well. So
It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse, though, because when you hang out with your beautiful girlfriend in Australia, you don't want to get back on.
They not get back on the boat.
Makes you question why you even signed up for this in the first place.
Well, maybe it's not political correct to say any of that, but it's reality. So,
We will not
we're
tell
in-
anyone
no,
if you
as bad as-
stow her away on
Yeah,
board.
That isn't as tough
Tuck her in the
as
sail cabin.
you know, we don't want to take too much more of your time, but I know that it's great that we're able to connect with you like this. This is special. And I haven't been reaching out as much just because I feel like I'm part of it just watching these episodes, but this is very cool. And we may try to connect you with some different people. Like I may even try to get Bob Marley to say hi, or the comedian, or maybe one of the senators, Angus King or Susan Collins, or some of the other people that have reached out to me and said, boy, it's pretty cool what's going on with Ronnie. And you brought a lot of light to Maine sailing, and the fact that Maine is one of the biggest, well, is the kind of the state in the country of the US of A. That's the headquarters for global racing. And when people dig down and understand what you're doing and your background, they just can't believe it. So bringing it to life like this is very cool, and we're behind you. So good luck.
You guys have been awesome. I can't tell you, Fred, how much I really appreciate your support, and just getting to know Emily and Sean and Robert and everyone, and James and everyone from Shipyard that we had. The group we had in Spain was really special as well. It's bittersweet that you couldn't be there, but it's been really fantastic, and just to have the support of a team, and obviously the financial resources and the actual support. I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate it. And it's been huge because, as you know, I'm funded for this pit stop. So whatever I need in Australia, we can take care of. I haven't dipped into that. So whatever we need in Australia, we can take care of, and just try to get the boat back on the race course. So.
That's great. I'm going to be in the UK with the guys from Carlsberg and James on the 16th of January. So I'd love to have the guy that's the president of Marston's Carlsberg, our partners over there, meet you via experience like this as well. And you're making it global, and we're excited about connecting our partners and other people. So this will be shared on Shipyard Brewing YouTube, and we'll just keep going with it all. So good luck and Godspeed.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much. It's good to see you guys.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Great to see you too, dude. Glad to see you're still crushing it out there. A lot of good things to look forward to ahead, I'm sure.
Yeah, nice shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
Always repping, dude. Always repping. When I tell people about this race, I mean, even like what 54 days at sea at this point, 11,000 miles sailed. I mean, I literally tell people I basically know an astronaut, because there's so few people on planet Earth doing this type of stuff. So it's so cool to watch this journey from afar. I know you're going through. It's impossible to like really fully empathize with all that you're going through, because it's just such a unique experience that 99.999% of the population will never sniff. So just in awe of the journey, and yeah, super grateful to be a really small part of it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It means a lot.
That was well
And
said.
another little bit of news, Ronnie. Genevieve has reached out to us. She's got some of your friends over around Christmas, so Walter Katecki is staying with her, so we managed to get a few Shipyard t-shirts for the Global Challenge across to them, so they'll all be wearing them and cheering you on, and they'll be with you in spirit, if not in true presence. So everyone's rooting for you.
Yeah, I was with those guys last Christmas. So yeah, it's good. I just heard from them as well. So good to hear from them, and I'm glad they reached out. Good people.
Yeah, Robert's managed to get a few t-shirts to ship across to them, so hopefully there's a nice group photo for you in Christmas.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, they'll get a cardboard cutout of you.
Well, we're all here for you, Ronnie. Anything you need, you let us know, even if it's just for a phone call and you want to talk to somebody.
Right on, man. Where'd Marissa go? I see all you guys. Where'd she go?
Here. I'm still here.
Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure. I didn't know if you were still there. All right, cool. Cool.
He's working it. It's
I'm
good.
packing the autopilot in my suitcase, trying to make it fit.
Wow. Precious cargo.
Are you you'll get any quotes in, Marissa, with all the beer, all the Shipyard beer that the guys have given you?
I know. Well, that's what I was saying. I inadvertently crashed the shipyard party last night as I was stocking up on hats and shirts to bring out to Australia with me.
Yeah, fantastic. Good for you.
Well, we've already got a shore crew volunteering for Australia, so we'll be in good hands down there. It's a good group down there. Hobart's a cool place.
That's fantastic.
Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers, Ronnie.
Great
Thank
to see you, Ronnie.
Cheers and Merry
keep after it,
Christmas.
Ronnie.
Stay safe. Godspeed.
Right on. Good to see all you guys. Thank you again. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Holidays. Thank you.
Merry
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas.
Ronnie.